Welcome to the Health Force training on intestinal movement formula. Intestinal movement formula is designed to support colon function. And so in this slide, we want to give you a little bit of information about colon health in general that will allow you to understand how intestinal movement formula works. So first, let's talk about the path that food takes when you consume it. You typically chew up your food and then swallow. That goes into your stomach. Your stomach churns and mixes the food and does some digestion, and eventually the food is released into your small intestine. Your small intestine is the part of your body where the nutrients, most of the nutrients from your food, are absorbed into your body, into your bloodstream. And once that process is complete, the food moves on through your ileocecal valve into your colon or large intestine. And the purpose of your large intestine is to absorb some other nutrients like B vitamins from your food. Also, water is absorbed from your food in your colon, and that consolidates the food mass into a stool. And then peristaltic motion, which is contractions of muscles along the colon walls, help move the stool through your colon, and eventually it's eliminated in a bowel movement. So the colon is your body's main channel of elimination, and what gets eliminated is undigested food materials and various metabolic wastes, often typically coming from your liver, as well as any toxins you consume or are exposed to. Uh, these are eliminated with the bowel movement. So clearly, the colon is critically important to the health of your body. It's just absolutely critical that you be having regular bowel movements if you're interested in health. So one of the things that is interesting about your colon is that there's a large microbial community in your colon. In fact, the densest microbial community on Earth is located in your colon. 3 to 5 pounds of bacteria live in your colon if you're healthy. And these bacteria are intimately entwined with that peristaltic motion, the contraction of the muscles along the walls of your colon that move the stool through, creating a bowel movement. So it's really important that you have a good intestinal ecology if you're going to have healthy bowel function. Another thing that really supports the peristaltic motion in your intestinal tract, which moves the stool through and eventually produces a bowel movement, is bile. Your liver is designed to clean your blood of toxins, and a lot of those toxins it throws into the bile fluids, which sit in your gallbladder and wait for a trigger from your small intestine. That food is there, and then the bile is released from your gallbladder, especially when there's fatty food, and goes into your small intestine mixes with the food, helps to digest that food, and the material, the toxins that are in that bile get carried out of your body through a bowel movement. And the bile fluid helps to stimulate that peristaltic motion. So if your liver or your gallbladder is not in good health, that can be another reason why you get a little constipated, because your gallbladder may be stagnant, the bile fluids therefore are not flowing into your small intestine like they should, and you're not getting that stimulation to produce the peristaltic motion that eventually produces bowel movements. So really important to have good liver health as well if you're going to have good colon function. Normal transit time for food when you consume it is about 24 hours. So what that means is you should, when you eat breakfast, that should soon be followed by a bowel movement that contains the remnants of the previous day's breakfast. And when you eat lunch, you should then have a bowel movement that contains the remnants of the previous day's lunch, effectively. And that's really how a healthy baby functions. Typically, a baby will have a bowel movement after each meal, and that's really what we should be doing as well as fully grown adults. We should really have at least 2 and ideally 3 significant bowel movements per day. Basically, as many meals as you eat per day, that's how many bowel movements per day you should have. Most of us are not having that level of bowel function. Most people have 1 bowel movement a day and think that's normal. That's definitely not normal. That is actually a sign of constipation. If you're not eliminating, after your meals, then you're really consuming more than you're eliminating and potentially slowly accumulating uneliminated material in your intestinal tract. And that leads to something that's called autointoxication, because all that uneliminated fecal material basically accumulates and becomes food for unfriendly microbes. And those unfriendly microbes produce toxins that get absorbed into our bloodstream and create problems for our health. So obviously, uneliminated material in your intestinal tract, anything that's been in there longer than 24 hours is a food source for unfriendly microbes and can contribute to this auto-intoxication idea that we've discussed here, which is obviously not good for your health. So there's really a lot of different things that can impact the health of your colon and affect your bowel function and produce constipation. Poor liver health is one thing that we discussed. If you don't have good bile flow, therefore you don't get that stimulation for the peristaltic motion. Consuming GMOs create a lot of inflammation in your gut, which really can impact the peristaltic motion as well and interfere with your good bowel function. Pesticide contamination on foods. Pesticides will kill the friendly microbes in your bowel that are contributing to the peristaltic motion and bowel function. Consumption of a lot of refined carbohydrates and sugars. Sugars feed things like candida and many other unfriendly microbes. So when you eat a lot of sugar and refined carbs, you're really setting yourself up for an intestinal ecology that's imbalanced, and that affects that peristaltic motion as well. Eating a lot of low fiber foods is not so great for colon health. Really, the fiber in your food is what feeds the friendly bacteria that keeps your intestinal ecology healthy and balanced. So low fiber foods really don't necessarily feed that friendly bacteria levels like you want, and they also don't have any bulk. You know, the peristaltic motion works on the fiber in your foods to move your foods through your colon. So low fiber foods really tend to linger in your intestinal tract longer because they don't have any fiber for that peristaltic motion to work on, and that can lead to constipation. Chronic dehydration will lead to constipation as well. You need at least some, uh, a little bit of moisture to keep your stools moist so they're able to move through your colon effectively. Various diseases can produce constipation, things like hypothyroidism, diabetes, depression. Depression totally connected to the health of your intestinal ecology, um, and therefore your bowel function. Multiple sclerosis and Parkinson's also tend to produce that constipated state. Stress damages intestinal ecology and therefore affects your bowel function. Lack of exercise does the same. And various drugs can also really impact your bowel function as well. Antibiotics, painkillers, antidepressants, antacids, blood pressure and allergy medicine, diuretics, and overuse of laxatives all can impact your colon health and your bowel function and lead to a situation where you're not eliminating food effectively and effectively in a state of auto intoxication as a result. So in these next two slides, we're going to talk about how intestinal movement formula supports intestinal health. And first, let's look at the supplement facts for this product. We've got a number of herbs in here. This product contains rhubarb root, peppermint leaf, whole leaf aloe ferox, also known as Cape aloe, nopal cactus leaf, ginger root, chanca piedra, enzymes, thyme, and oregano leaf. So this product is very effective at supporting bowel function. Uh, Cape aloe and rhubarb root are known by herbalists and used to support bowel regularity. So for people who are constipated, these herbs really help support uh, improving bowel function and improving regularity. The mucilaginous fiber in Nepal cactus helps to buffer these herbs and make them gentler in the way they act on your colon to stimulate that peristaltic motion, preventing some kind of a harsh cramping and reaction that sometimes people get when they take herbal laxatives. The peppermint leaf also tends to help relax the intestinal muscles, preventing any sort of spasming from occurring. The mucilaginous fiber in Nepal cactus helps to lubricate the colon and allows, therefore, greater ease during bowel movements. And this mucilaginous fiber also, by the way, helps to feed the friendly microbes that are in your colon, which are partially responsible for that peristaltic motion that helps produce bowel movements as well. And then finally, ginger root improves bile flow and thus supports regularity and improved digestion. Anytime bile reaches the small intestine, it stimulates that peristaltic motion that helps produce bowel function. And ginger root helps to improve digestion as well by stimulating digestive enzyme secretion and bile flow. Really, anytime you digest your food better, you're going to improve the health of your intestinal ecology. Undigested food really feeds things like candida and unfriendly microbes. So if you're not digesting your food well, your intestinal ecology is not balanced, and therefore you're probably going to be a little bit constipated. This product also supports the health of the intestinal walls. A lot of people these days are dealing with a condition known as leaky gut, where there are small, microscopic, effectively holes in the intestinal walls, allowing various toxins to get into your bloodstream. So this product helps support the health of the intestinal walls. Cape aloe, known to support the structural integrity of the intestinal walls, and that's really all aloe vera does this. Aloe has got this mucilaginous quality to it that really soothes the intestinal walls, helps reduce inflammation, and therefore helps support the health and integrity of those epithelial cells in the intestinal walls. Ginger root helps to support a normal inflammatory response, reducing inflammation. People are typically inflamed, which is what's causing the leaky gut situation, and ginger helps to normalize that situation. Peppermint oil and the mucilaginous fiber in Nepal also are very soothing to the GI tract, helping to reduce inflammation. So all these factors kind of combine to help support the health of the intestinal walls, which is really crucial to your overall health. This product also helps to normalize the intestinal ecology through a variety of mechanisms. Number one, the ginger, peppermint, rhubarb, oregano, thyme, and chanca piedra, and Cape aloe are all toxic to unfriendly microbes to certain extents. And as a result of that, this product, if you've got any unfriendly microbes that are in high levels in your intestinal tract, this product's going to help to reduce that and support really you moving back into a more balanced and healthy intestinal ecology. The mucilaginous fiber in Nepal also, as we mentioned earlier, promotes the growth of friendly bacteria. And as bowel regularity is restored, which this product does, the food for unfriendly microbes is removed, and the friendly bacteria are therefore able to reestablish dominance. Remember, if you've got a lot of uneliminated material just sitting around in your intestinal tract, boy, the unfriendly microbes love that, and they will multiply and start to dominate your intestinal ecology, which is not very healthy and a recipe for constipation. And finally, the digestive enzymes in this formula work to digest any of this undigested food residue, which reduces the food source for these unfriendly microbes. Continuing now, this product also supports immune function. The normalized bowel function that we've discussed in the previous slide that this product facilitates really helps reduce the autointoxication. If you really improve your bowel function, and instead of just having one bowel movement a day, now you're having two, for example, you've got a lot less uneliminated fecal material sitting around in your intestinal tract. Your intestinal ecology is getting better, and the autointoxication, the toxins that were flowing into your bloodstream are no longer. And that takes a big weight off your immune system. And in fact, 80% of the immune cells in your body are found lining your small intestine. So as your intestinal ecology improves, so does your immune system, because your immune function is intimately entwined with the health of your intestinal ecology. So as your intestinal ecology improves, your immune system gets more effective. And finally, the antimicrobial properties of the herbs help to reduce stress on the immune system as well. This product, intestinal movement formula, also supports digestion with the digestive enzymes that are in the formula and with the ginger that's in the formula as well. And remember, anytime you improve digestion, you're going to improve the health of your intestinal ecology. And finally, this product supports liver health, which is really important for healthy bowel function. Uh, the nopal cactus contains antioxidant flavonoids that help to neutralize free radicals before they overtax your liver. Liver can definitely be damaged by free radicals, and nopal helps prevent that. Chanca piedra is an herb in this formula that's known to support liver health as well. Rhubarb root is known for its ability to support detoxification of the liver. And finally, as autointoxication is reduced, which we've discussed this formula supports, the stress on our liver is reduced dramatically because now you no longer have a steady stream of toxins coming into your bloodstream from your intestinal tract. And remember, your liver is one of your primary jobs. Your liver is to detoxify your blood. So this is a great way to support your liver, is to get your intestinal health optimized. And now let's talk about how to use this product. First, it's good to know that we have two different sizes available. We have a 50 cap bottle and a 120 cap bottle. The suggested use on intestinal movement formula is to start with 1 or 2 vegan caps per day and increase by approximately 2 capsules per day until you reach your desired results, which for most people are going to be 2 to significant bowel movements per day. A lot of people are only having 1 bowel movement a day, and using this product, they can help themselves get up to 2 to 3 significant bowel movements per day. If you're having 1 bowel movement a week, for example, and there are a fairly large number of people who are in that situation in our culture, then you might want to shoot for 1 bowel movement a day as your goal with this product to start. And it's helpful to take this product twice during the day, at least twice during the day. So, for example, if you're taking 4 capsules total, you can take 2 capsules in the morning with your breakfast and 2 capsules in the evening with your dinner. And hopefully the 2 doses like that will stimulate at least 2 bowel movements per day. And it's good to know that intestinal movement formula and intestinal drawing formula are very synergistic in the way they work together. They really work together to support comprehensive detoxification of your intestinal tract. The intestinal movement formula we discussed helps support bowel regularity and also many other functions that we discussed in the previous slides. The intestinal drawing formula has got a number of different types of fiber in it that help sweep through your intestinal tract like a broom, really effectively removing any uneliminated material that's sort of lingering in there. And intestinal drawing formula also has a variety of different mucilaginous fibers and herbs in the product. That mucilaginous fiber is very soothing to the intestinal walls, really helps reduce inflammation. So intestinal movement formula and the drawing formula together are a very effective program, effectively, to support intestinal health in your body. And I do want to say a word on extended use of intestinal movement formula. I've gotten a number of questions over the years, people asking me if they can take this product long term. And the answer is I don't recommend it. I don't really recommend taking any laxative for a long period of time. All laxatives work by irritating the intestinal walls, basically, to stimulate peristaltic motion. And you really don't want to be irritating your intestinal walls day in, day out for an extended period of time. That's just not good for the health of your intestinal walls long term. Certainly for a short period of time, for taking a bottle or two of this product, not a big deal. And in fact, this product's going to help improve the health of your intestinal tract with that short-term use. But with long-term use, it's really, in my opinion, too much irritation in your intestinal tract. But if you're going to take any herbal laxative product for a long period of time, intestinal movement formula is really the one, because at the same time this product is creating irritation in the intestinal tract, it's also soothing that irritation and inflammation with the aloe and the nopal cactus, that both have that mucilaginous fiber that is very soothing to the intestinal walls. So this product it's definitely an herbal laxative, but it's also very soothing, and that may allow you to take it longer than you can take other laxative products and really get away with it without creating any problems for yourself. But really the ideal way to use any laxative is just to take it in the short term as a crutch to help you get up to 2 to 3 significant bowel movements per day. And then at the same time you're using this crutch, you're also improving your diet, you're supporting your liver health, you're supporting your intestinal ecology with fermented foods and probiotics, doing all the things you need to do to slowly be able to wean yourself off this product as your body takes over healthy bowel function on its own. So that's really the ideal way you want to use this product. If you don't have healthy bowel function, there's a reason why you don't have healthy bowel function. And addressing that root cause so that your body can have healthy bowel function on its own eventually is the ideal thing to do. This product's a great crutch to support you in moving in that direction. So that's all I have for you on intestinal movement formula. I hope you enjoyed this training and I hope you learned something useful and I hope you enjoy using this product.